The purpose of this video demonstration is to go over the steps for accessing and utilizing the Scheduling Assistant in Microsoft Outlook. First, we will begin by accessing the calendar in Microsoft Outlook. To do this, you will need to click on the calendar button, the lower left corner of Outlook. Next, click on the new meeting icon in the upper left section of your screen. After the new meeting window has opened, click on the Scheduling Assistant button. Next, you will need to add your attendees for your meeting. To do that, click on the section where it says click here to add a name. For example, I will use a couple of my colleagues. Once you have entered names, you'll notice on the right side of the screen you'll start seeing a condensed version of each meeting attendee's calendar and availability. If you notice, these sections here where I'm pointing, these denote meetings or appointments that are scheduled on that individual's calendar. Wherever you see blank space, that indicates availability. If a meeting is marked private, it will be shaded a solid color and you will not see the contents of that particular meeting or appointment. If you would like to schedule a meeting using this view, the shaded section here will allow you to adjust the times as well as the date, depending on the time of day. Notice that as I'm dragging and adjusting the size of this shaded area, that indicates the duration of your meeting. So for instance, the green section denotes the start time and the red section here denotes the end time. If I adjust the red section just a little bit to my left, now my meeting is only going to last from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. If I adjust the green section to the left a little bit, now my meeting duration is from 2 to 4. So once you have adjusted your time duration using the grid here on the right, you will notice that it's reflected in the bottom section of the Scheduling Assistant. If you would like to add a room to have your meeting, click on the button that says Add Rooms. Here you will notice a list of all of our conference rooms that are at YesPrep. They are sorted based on campus, location, as well as the name of the room. As you see, the home office, we have 4 rooms that are available to hold meetings. You'll also notice that on the far right side there is a capacity. So this will tell you how many people should be able to sit comfortably in each meeting room. Once you have selected your room, double click on it and then click OK. You will notice the room is now appearing under the list of all attendees. On the right hand side, you will see the availability of that conference room. As you see that the time that I have selected may not be a good time because this room is not available from 3:30 to 4:30, so I might want to change the time of my meeting. To do that, I can simply adjust the size of the shaded area to an available time slot. For this example, this time may not be a good time either because one of my meeting attendees looks like he has a meeting scheduled at that time. But for this example, this will be just a demonstration on how to adjust the time duration of your meeting. You also may notice that as you're searching for time availability, on the bottom right side of the Scheduling Assistant, you may see some suggested times. You also may see some available rooms that are listed as suggested meeting places. Also at the bottom there is a color legend that will give you an idea of what the colors mean in the Scheduling Assistant. The solid purple color indicates busy, the stripes mean tentative, the darker shade of purple out of office, and so forth. You also can set a reminder for your meeting. The reminder will not only apply to you, but it will also apply to your meeting attendees as well. You can set the reoccurrence if your meeting is scheduled to be a repeated meeting that occurs every week or every day or even every month. You can set your meeting as private. You can set the priority, either high or low priority. You can also access the address book by clicking the address book button to scroll through the global address list to select your meeting attendees if you're not certain how to spell their name. Once you have finished setting up your meeting requests, switch back to the appointment view by clicking on the appointment button. Here you will see your meeting attendees as well as the basic details of your meeting. You can also enter in a body in the message section describing the agenda for your meeting or whatever other details you would like to include. Once you have done this, click the send button to send out your meeting request. This video has just shown you how to use the scheduling assistant in Microsoft Outlook and how it will be beneficial to use when creating meeting requests.